welcome to the homestead. Got a lot of things I gotta do today, but first off, I've gotta find my cat. Yes, Freddie has run off. Don't know where he's at, and so we're gonna have to hunt for him. And that means I'm gonna have to spray my legs with some off because I've gotta go into the weeds, which might contain chiggers, and we don't want that because we know how that feels. So stick with us. We'll get busy with our project pretty soon. Hopefully I'll find the cat or he'll come back. Apparently Freddie wasn't missing at all. So, oh well, let's get started with our day. Okay, this is where I'm going to be working today. I've got to get everything set up, and then we'll get started. We'll open these pallets and we'll divide that wood. And so I've got my water jug out here. I'm going to go get an umbrella, and got my gloves. I'm sure there's something else I needed to get. I'll remember it when I go get the umbrella. Okay, I'm ready to open up the pallet. Fingers are crossed that no damage got to the boxes that I'm going to open. It's probably not true. There might be some damage, especially to the lower pallet, because you can see the slit in the outer plastic. These things were never intended to be here for a year and a half. We were supposed to get them and put them up, and so it's our bad. We did save $1,000 per unit, so if we do have to buy a few boards, it still saves us a lot of money. So yes, there is regret that we got them early, but at the same time, who would have known? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start opening the pallets at this end right here. Okay, ready to get started. Pulled the first board out as you see, and got the instructions, but I need a pen because each time I take the boards aside, I put a little check mark beside them. Also, I need a tape measure so I can measure the boards to see if they are precisely what they say they are. Sometimes they're an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch difference, and it's good to know that in advance so you know where to place them in the framework. And so I'm off to get a pencil or a pen. Okay, this is my plan. As I unload the wood and I start to separate it, over here on the tarp, I'm going to put all the flooring, because that's the first thing we're going to do is the flooring. And then beside it, I will put other things that come up. Because we're going to have to cover these things back with tarps before it rains. And it's supposed to have showers tomorrow, and evening showers, afternoon showers, I don't know, for over the next week. So we don't want the wood to get wet, so we're going to end up covering it. I'll have to go get another tarp from Lee's shop to cover the top of the wood that we're putting over here. And I'll just cover this back up with the brown tarp as I separate the things out. The problem with separating is that it's all mixed up in the box. And so there's a lot of movement that happens so we can designate what comes when. And there's a lot of measuring involved. So it's not going to be a precise thing because we've got wood, we've got paneling, we've got flooring and roofing and all that other stuff. So far, that is a roof panel that I moved over. And so roof panels on the bottom because that's the last thing we get to. Also, what are those things called that hold the roof up? Those will go down there too. And but you got to find all this stuff, and it's a slow going process. It won't be for you because I'll speed it up like I always speed up everything and make a whole day into 15 minutes, cutting things out and shortening things up by speeding them up. But it's going to be a long process. I don't know that I'll finish today. There are 2 pallets I'm going to have to go, and because you go wood by wood to verify the numbers, the measurements, and then put them in a place, it takes a while. Anyway, I did bring me out a little fan to kind of blow on me while I'm looking at my paperwork, and let's get started. I got that top layer off. I'm into the second layer. That's where we found the windows and where I found either rat droppings or mouse droppings. They're kind of small, so I'm saying mice. Looks like somebody's been in those boxes. Anyhow, I'm gonna take a break and then we'll get back at it. Okay, that pallet's done. The very bottom board that's still in the box, I didn't take it out, is a floor panel. It's always the floor panels, and it's ruined. It is totally moldy, swollen. It's no good for our floor. So we will have to replace that one. And so we have to make a run over there to Lowe's and get some 4x4s anyways, and we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll get through this pallet, we'll find out what's ruined in that pallet, what needs to be replaced. There are some pretty dang warped boards, which I don't know, Lee might end up replacing some of the really warped boards. There's a couple that are just, one's really twisted. And depends on if it's an important board or not. But anyway, I have got to go where it's cool and get some rest and drink some more electrolytes. It is really hot and I am really tired. I got to also clean my glasses because I dripped sweat on them. And I didn't bring my rag out, which I'm surprised I didn't do. That really helps cool me down, having a wet rag around my body, but it also helps me wipe my face when it starts to sweat. So anyway, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless y'all.